Hi there. Well, it's the day after Boxing Day, Christmas 2017. It's the 27th of December, and this is one of my Christmas presents. And it's only just arrived today though, which has arrived in good time to be honest. And it's Odin's banquet hall for a feast for Odin. And this looks a cracking insert. Got a little thing about these inserts recently because we got the insert off main lab for SAIM lab, sorry, SAIM lab for Gloomhaven and also for Mage Knight. And now this one, I've seen the Meeple Reality one, so I got this off the in-laws for a Feast for Odin. So I'm going to bust open a Feast for Odin, make up this insert and get it all organised. Let's see what we get. So first of all, this was ordered off Carcassonne in France, and they've sent this morning, but also with a little Spiel 17 promo tile as well for Carcassonne, which is nice. I've also got this. This comes in the goodie box. This is the Feast for Odin goodie box, and it's nicely themed for Christmas because it's got a Christmas tree tile and shelf and sleigh and stuff for the game of Feast for Odin. But what we're dealing with right now, because I've gone slightly off there, is the Odin's Banquet Hall. And this looks sensational for an insert. I mean, I know it's just an insert, but look at the detail and stuff already on there. So let's open this up and let's see what we've got inside this wrap. So looking forward to this. Now, unlike the SAIM labs stuff was already just the plywood punched out. This one, you have to, well, they're already punched out. Seems good quality, doesn't it? I mean, look at that Fureland, and the nice. That's a real nice touch, isn't it? You can actually see there's some sort of, it's like a little Pac-Man eating stuff there. But this one you have to punch out. But oh wow, the thickness is really good. The thickness of the ply. Yeah, so they're going to need punching out, laser cut, so we get all these sheets. Looks really, really, really good. So what I'm going to do now, and here's our assembly instructions. Let's have a look. In English as well. Page 1, 2, 3. These are a joy to put together. I love making these things. 4, and then we've got 5 pages. I'm going to really, really enjoy putting these together with a nice cup of tea now. We've got a little box here. Let's have a look. I think these are for the little bendy parts that make up in the Viking axe. Yes, they are. There we go. And we get some spares of these in case we break them, apparently. Yeah, these are already cut. So they bend. Very clever. So, let's first of all, I'm going to unpunch all this, put it in piles, and let's see where we are. Well, I've just punched everything out the plywood sheets, and it was it was not easy, to be honest. A lot more difficult than the SAIM labs insert, which is already pre-punched, and it wasn't made easy because one piece in particular, which is a very important piece, because it's the start player marker, this one, it broke. It was not lasered all the way through. So much so there was part of the ply, even when the front came off, which broke, part of the ply at the back was still left on. So I've had to do this job of actually gluing the piece. Sorry, it's this back tail bit there, that bit. And you can see it's a bit... So I've glued it, super glued it. You see it's not great. And I've put a piece in as well. I made a piece because it all just crumbled apart. You see in between. And I made a piece in there. And look, it's missing stuff. It just was not lasered through. And even using a knife, it wasn't great because it's such a curve and everything. So I'm going to ask for that piece, if they can send me that punchboard piece. It'll make do for now, but it's not great, is it? Especially as it's the start player piece. So I'm going to ask for that little bit back. So that's something to look out for. The back side of it was not lasered through at all. on that edge, so it just would not come away, which is a bit of a shame. But the other stuff, yeah, it was touch and go on a couple of pieces, but they managed to come out. So that was a lot more difficult than the same labs, which comes pre-punched. I'll sort them into pieces now, and let's see where we go from there. Okay, it's all sorted. Some piles obviously bigger than others, but I've got everything into its piles where relevant. The backs of these axes, as you can see, and then there's quite a pile of these bits and pieces, and the same over here. And that's the waste. What would be normally sprues, I guess, when it was plastic components for games. So wish me luck. I'm going to put it all together now, and let's see what we got there. Okay, so I put it all together. There's some nice touches here. I mean, the axes, which fit in the box perfectly, that hold the money. I love the etched in laser cut in there. And these come off quite easy, and these are going to hold the coins. I glued these little bits in. You get double the amount of those because apparently they're fragile. I found them really easy. You can't really go wrong. There's a small one and a long one, and you just put them in. So I glued them in. I glued a couple of tabs on these, and that's those. So they're going to hold the money. The tops come off quite easy. This little tray, it's really nice, isn't it? I glued these little ones on the edges. With some super glue. I used super glue gel because it's not messy at all. So that's quite a nice tray there to put the bits in. Card decks here. These are adjustable, so you can glue everything if you want, but of course don't glue the dividers because you can take them out and adjust and stuff, whatever. And nice touch here with the etching in. So there's some nice touches on this. That needs a bit of glue in, to be honest. I need to get myself another super glue gel. The individual player boxes, I thought really the lids I could paint in the colour. Soon paint these lids here in the player colours for their individual tokens, and they slide in really easily. Oops, hang on. They do actually, because they just got that little nib there that goes in. They actually do slide in really easy. There you go, it's in. So I must have just been a troublesome one, because normally they do. It's got the little ridges there, and they're quite sturdy. And let's see if I can get this one a bit better. There we go, it's in. So you're only going to open and close them once each time. Some of them are actually a bit loose. It's a nice idea. It's going to hold them in the box all right. The other thing is these trays here. I do like those a lot, and they'll just be out on the table facilitating ease of play. And of course then we have this bit that was troublesome. Now I've strengthened this bit here and glued it, but it's still a bit fragile. Like I say, I'm going to ask them to send me another punch board sheet with that in, because there's bits missing from it, and I've built it up with little bits of wood you can see in there and glued, and it's not too bad at the moment, but it's not great. So that was the only thing really. So yeah, there's quite a lot more work involved than putting the same labs ones together, but there's some really nice touches. I mean, that's a great touch. They've gone overboard for the first player marker that has tokens in, holds tokens as well. I think it's like the equivalent to the begging tokens it holds, and the first player marker clips on the top there that comes with the game. And you know, the axes are a nice touch and everything else. So that's all the bits made up. All that remains to be done now is to sort the game into it, and we'll do that now. So here we are, it's all in the box, and fits really well. So we have our manuals on the top. I presume this is the way to fit it in, because the box lid fits perfectly. We have the Mad Viking axes there, and the little player boards, islands or whatever in there. So the axes with the coins in work really well. Put them on the table, they're a nice touch, aren't they? There we are. So they're pretty good. Pretty neat, aren't they? Unusual. The first player piece in the corner. I've decided I'm not going to bother contacting them, because I can live with the little piece. So there, whoops, the tokens fit in here like that, and this then slides. It's quite loose, this one. It slides on the top. There we go, like that. But that's neat, isn't it, for a first player piece? Then we have these boxes here. And what I like about these is they have the cutout for the actual piece. That's, you know, and I know they could go in any of them, but it's a nice touch. Oh, and this guy, he sits in there like so just to finish off the start player. Pretty neat. Of course, another one of those. Now they're going to be very handy on the table, aren't they? Out the box, job done. Not even any baggies to undo. Just put them in, you know, in reach of players, and it's done. Okay, and then we got this really great tray here. Put these bits in. It's neat, isn't it? It's pretty good. They could actually fit it. I mean, I've just put them in any old way, but it's easy accessible to get to stuff, isn't it? And the dice are there as well. The card tray. There we have it there. That's really nice, isn't it? Love the smell of wood. There we go. And then we come here, putting in all the various boards and player boards. A lot of components in this game. And then just put these in as best. I just put them in so they, you know, for levels and stuff. Just sorting them out for the so everything fits properly. The lid fits nice and flush. Because all we have down here, we have the trays that are in the box. Came with it. And I put them little tokens in those. And then we have the individual player pieces, boxes here with the bits in, which, you know, is they're fiddly to close, these things, aren't they? There we go, it's closed. So that's the lot, and it all fits in the box. We have a go at doing it. So here we go. These go down the side like that, and put these pieces in. There we go. Just getting them in as best you can. You can get some down the sides as well. That's what I've found near these trays. There we are. Get the rest of them in here. It's just so you're building it up in layers, really. That's it. That's it. And then these. Some awkward sized pizzas, but then you're going to end up with something like this. Put the score thing down the side. Yep. And then we have these pieces here, and we have this bit here. We have the start player piece here, and then we have the tray. Fits in really nice, doesn't it? Then we have the Viking axes that go like that. That's it. Then we have these larger square tiles fit there. All the manuals. There we go. And the box lid. That's pretty neat, isn't it? That's good organisation for a feast for Odin, isn't it? That's it. That's the Meeple Reality Odin's Banquet insert for a feast for Odin by Uwe Rosenberg. Thanks for watching.